Look at that view. Hey y'all, Carpetbagger and Christy here, and we are in Cashers, North Carolina. More specifically, we're at the magnificent White Waterfalls, and this place holds a special meaning to us. Why don't you tell them?
This is the site of our first date.
That is true.
And we have, I'm standing here with him, it's terribly backlit, just kind of like now, and wearing his sweatshirt because I was freezing.
We have a single photo from our first day of me with messy hair.
Yeah, your hair was blowing up. Now mine's blowing up. That's okay.
And her jacket backlit to the point where you could hardly even see it.
Yeah, it was an old camera too.
Yeah, it was a film camera. Yeah.
Didn't someone take it for us? The lady.
We must have. I forget.
Yeah.
It wasn't a selfie. People didn't take selfies back then. They handed the camera to strangers and asked them to take it for them.
Other people want to see over the ledge, so we're gonna.
Are we gonna move? We have some other explorers here wanting to see the waterfall. But Christy, I think one question, especially like in our live streams, one question we get a lot is how did the two of us meet?
Yes.
So I'm asking you, how did the two of us meet? I don't remember.
You remember. Somebody I met, and then through him I met you.
Mutual friend.
Yeah.
And how long do we know each other before we officially went on our first date?
It was over 2 years.
Over 2 years?
Yeah.
So we were good friends. We were good friends prior to having any sort of romantic link, and
we were even roommates before. It's kind of like friends, but
friends.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Three's Company?
Rachel.
Oh.
No, not like Three's Company.
I don't watch Three's Company. I'm sorry.
Oh, we did have another roommate back then.
Yeah, but it was had my own bedroom, all that.
Yeah.
And we're good friends, and then once we both became single, we I guess realized that we should just be together, right?
And we were the best of friends then.
Yeah, we were good friends, and we came to the waterfall, and I guess it was your idea. I remember that. Yeah. And we were broke when we first got together, and a lot of what we did was just drive around to things that did not cost money. You have to pay $3 to park here, but we would scrounge. I guess we'd scrounge the quarters out of the cup holder, and it'd pay to park.
We scrounged the quarters out of the cup holder to pay for the gas too, in a car that barely worked.
Oh yeah, our car. What car were we driving back then?
The old Dodge that you had.
The Spirit?
Spirit.
I had this car. It's the Dodge Spirit, a white Dodge Spirit, and it would literally, you'd be driving on the road and the car would die, like still in motion. And
that was fun.
And I figured out though how to restart it. Ooh, it's getting a little windy. I figured out how to restart it if you you slowed down to a certain speed, like revved it, hit the gas at the right time, it would start back up. But I didn't let anyone else drive it because I was afraid that they'd die because it was too dangerous.
Remember, you'd always get like black all over your hand when you got in the car for some reason.
Oh yeah, they had one of those seat belts that came down over your chest, and I remember I put my hand up here in the window while I was driving, and it would get that black grease on it, and then I would like
wipe
my face, and I have a black smear, walking around there with a black smear across my face.
Until
someone's like, why do you have why do you look like you've been working in a coal mine?
Well, we were just kind of marveling on the way here, and hopefully he'll insert some pictures of a bridge that was very special to us. But it was like 8 miles of driving on a dirt road, uphill, downhill. It was really
the drive
tiny.
here. The drive here was absolutely insane.
And I'm thinking, why did we ever do this when we had no money? Like, we could have been so screwed. No cell phones back then.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
Not like you'd have a signal anyway.
It's scary to think that, we didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have a reliable car. If we got stuck, we literally would just have to wait on the side of the road for someone to come and pick us up. This was, by the way, I don't know if the time frame here. It was about 17 years ago.
Yeah.
When we first came here.
2001, October.
October 2001.
Yeah. And we have been.
We got married pretty soon after that, though.
April.
We weren't.
2002.
We weren't together very long before we got married.
We already knew each other.
So we knew each other. We figured out.
We knew.
Knowing someone that long enough, you figure them out. So yeah, we got married in April of the following year, and here we are.
I've been stealing his Dinty Moore ever since.
My Dinty Moore. Yeah, she
Oh, they know the story.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I bought, when I was a roommate, I bought myself, I would, buy my own food, and I bought Dinty Moore stew to eat with my mouth, and she fed it to the dog, because I guess she didn't have any.
Dog worthy.
She was out of dog food.
I didn't want to go to town. And
I asked her where it was, and she wouldn't tell me, and I tore the entire took everything out of the pantry, so my hands and knees. You ever, because I get that, you ever get something where you lose something, and not only do you want that thing, but the fact that it's gone just bothers you. You don't want if someone told me that it was stolen, I'd be like, oh, okay. But the fact that I don't know is
he made a
mind-numbing.
cartoon. He made a cartoon. It was little stick figures, and I later found it laying around, and it was little elves carrying his can of Dinty Moore stew.
I did?
It was labeled Dinty Moore.
I don't even remember that.
Remember the little elf cups that we had?
Elf
that
cups?
we found?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were featured in your little cartoon of little people carrying.
We moved into when we moved to the house. The people before had left behind these tiny little.
They look like shot glasses.
But they had a handle on them. So we're we joked that they were like elf glasses. Yeah. So I guess the theory that I arrived at was that elves that were living in the house had stole my Dinty Moore stew
and carried it out
and fed it to the dog.
How did you ever find out? Did I admit it? Finally? You found out last week on the live stream?
I think you literally were like, remember that time that I fed your stew to the dog and you were looking for it? I'm like, no! Is that what happened to it? And she's like, apparently I never told you.
He, after that, was really paranoid, so on his gallon of milk, he would write poison.
Yeah, I took a Sharpie and wrote poison across my milk.
That would stop me.
You drink poison? As long as it was free poison?
Free poison. Yeah.
And, I remember, what we would do is actually, back then, this guy, people ask me when the Carpetbagger channel started, and back when me and Kirsty first got together, before we were even married, I had a, what kind of camera was that? The film camera.
It was a Canon.
It was a Canon film camera, and
I feel like it might have been an A131, right?
I don't know. I still have it somewhere, and we would just drive around, just take pictures of whatever, just abandoned houses. We didn't do urban exploring. We didn't go inside houses, but we would try to take nice pictures of the outside of houses, or just unusual things.
We did go inside some houses. Remember the crazy house?
Which crazy house?
The one with the chicken coop outside.
Oh yeah. I mean, we peeked in a few, but it wasn't our goal was to go out and get inside houses and do urban exploring or anything like that.
But we did take pictures of random, I remember just random stuff.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, decay. That's what we love to take pictures of.
Rural decay would be the best description of that style.
Lots of old gas stations and run down this and run down that. We have some beautiful pictures from then, some print pictures. I need to look those out. I had to dig those out. We should do a little photo album at the end so everybody can see.
Well, now now that you said that, I'm committed. I'm committed.
He's committed. He's going to tear the house down tonight.
Yeah, I have to do that.
And cartoon some elves.
Thanks for that.
But yeah, we love taking pictures, and one time he told me that he knew he loved me when he could see me taking a picture. Remember that? It was in Canton.
I pulled off the side of the road. There were some old buses behind a fence, and I was trying to get a picture from a distance, and then Christy grabbed the camera and she ran out to the yellow line of the road and ducked down to get a shot, to get a hole in the fence, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work, and it did.
Too lady.
Love you.
I love you. This has been a great Thanks for bringing me back here.
Thanks for coming back here with me. Remember the last time, this is the last time, we've only been here two times besides today, and the other time was right after when Annabelle was little, when she was
like 8 months old.
8 months old,
Yeah.
and we carried her down here.
Little pictures of her in that little dress. You
Yeah.
gotta just throw those in. That's
I gotta
so
find
cute.
those. And we digging through the basement tonight.
Yeah. Somebody's calling me. What?
I didn't know there's a signal here.
Or is that an alarm on your?
I don't hear anything.
Maybe it's somebody's phone down there. Uh-oh.
Is there people below us? We're on this
Ledge.
this like decking right here. We walked down 150. Oh, those are 154 of those steps. The first time we came down, they weren't wooden steps; they were stone.
Yeah, we had like slid down on our butt.
It was treacherous, but they replaced it with this wood. When we brought Anna down here the first time, that was wooden.
Just stay tuned to see if I actually survive going up.
Oh
the
yeah,
steps.
we both might die.
I was scared on the way over here because, like, well, where was I when I was young? I must have just thrown caution to the wind. But now I was like, Jacob, this road's really narrow. What are you going to do with my body when you get to the falls?
There is a second waterfall I can see from here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I don't think you can see it at all. Is that it? Right there? Probably can't see it. If you can see the waterfall, leave a comment in the comment section. All right, where'd Christy go? Over here. You having a little rest before we?
Yeah, that's
a
long way if you look.
Before we brave the 154 steps.
That'll be like 3 steps at a time for me.
Wait, you're gonna lunge up the?
No, I'm gonna do 3 steps and I'm gonna
take 3 steps and then rest.
You know, you've heard of interval training, right?
Interval. So yeah, we're gonna do some interval training.
We're gonna do 3 steps. Stop.
So thank you guys for coming along, joining us on our little moment here, and thank you for being part of our lives. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And
love you all.
love you guys. This one's in the bag.